Tate's Bake Shop. These are soft baked cookies. The specific package is 8 ounce, 228 grams, 8 cookies in total. There's only one pack in this container, but I wanted to at least show it, try it. That's why it's probably a little bit more compressed than a fully packed one would be. Anyways, see if I can properly read this stuff. Maybe I can just, no. I think I need to expand it to be able to read it. I can just show it on the screen. Try to read it from the other screen. So, nutrition facts, 130 calories. And all of the text is too hard for me to read from here. But 7 grams of fat, 4 grams of saturated fat, 25 milligrams of cholesterol, 160 grams of sodium, 17 grams of total carbohydrates, less than 1 gram of dietary fiber, 10 grams of total sugars, 1 gram of protein. It does have trace amounts of vitamin D, iron, potassium, and calcium. And then the ingredients, we've got unbleached enriched flour, which is a mix of different ingredients, semi-sweet chocolate chips, also quite a few ingredients in here. Invert sugar, butter, sugar, palm oil, eggs, brown sugar, natural flavor, vegetable glycerin, salt, whey, cornstarch, and baking soda. And it says it contains wheat, milk, eggs, and soy. It may contain tree nuts. So definitely not a safe one for the larger group of allergens, potential allergens. It says made in the USA. And then we've got a little description of their company on the back. Kathleen King started when an 11-year-old Kathleen King baking cookies to sell to her parents' farm stand. All right. In Southampton. Cool. I'll show this on screen real quick so you can see for yourself. We got our nutrition facts. Yep. Oh, that's for one cookie. 130 calories for one cookie. There's 8 servings, 8 cookies in here, usually. But I have half a package in this case, which is irrelevant to the review, but yeah. And then we've got the little message about the company. Trying to hold it steady. Anyways. So this is what it'll come in with 2 of these packages, I think. Yeah. It's nice that it separates them a little bit to keep them fresher. Yeah. Got 4 cookies per package. And there's going to be 2 of those inside the main package. That's what they look like. So 130 calories for one of these. I don't know how that relates to cookies in general. Seems pretty calorie dense. So these are soft bake ones. I can tell that they're soft. Trying not to destroy it in my hand when I'm showing it. Yeah. Oh, there goes a crumb into my keyboard. That's what it looks like. Do a little zoom in. Yeah, they're pretty. You can make a mess easily with these. It's very bright. So we can block some of the light. Let's do a little break test. There you can see the cross section. Looks pretty good. All right, let's try these out. I have to go fishing for that piece that fell into my keyboard. It's a very easy way to consume a lot of calories. They seem relatively small, but 130 calories for just this one cookie. I wouldn't say they're very sweet tasting either. It's more of a buttery type flavor. There's chocolate in there, but I don't really taste much of it. Definitely soft. Getting more of kind of like a general bitter flavor. I think they're pretty decent as a cookie, but there's a lot of calories in one little cookie. And I've definitely had better, honestly. So I know it's kind of a rough take. I think they're fine. I mean, on the scale of cookies, I put it, manufactured in a bag container cookie type things that you get in the store. I put them in the middle. They're definitely not the worst thing ever, but I wouldn't go out of my way personally to get these considering the size and calorie count, but maybe I'm just not in tune with what cookies usually, like how many calories they usually have in them for big ones, which is probably quite a bit more than this. Yeah. I think they're fine. They taste pretty decent. I didn't really get a strong flavor of chocolate. And even with 130 calories, it didn't taste that sweet. So it says 10 grams of sugar for the one cookie. I mean, that could explain it. It's probably more. Let's see. Probably has a lot more fat content than some cookies, maybe because it's a soft bake type cookie. It says 7 grams total fat, 4 grams of saturated fat in one cookie. So, yeah, I think it's more, this type of cookie, it's more focused on fat content rather than sugar content, which all contribute to calorie count. But yeah, it's more of, if that makes sense, more of a savory type of mix of ingredients. So if you're into that rather than super sweet tasting cookies, I think this might be an interesting option for you. It does have whey, vegetable glycerin, brown sugar, eggs. I mean, the ingredients are nice. So that's good. I don't see any things to make it shelf stable, long term, which is good. Like no unnecessary things like that. Anyways, pretty decent. At least to me, it's all personal preference, right? So, and that was the Tate's Bake Shop soft baked cookies.